Good morning, YouTubers. I hope things are going well for you. It's been raining up here on the mountain for the last 3 days on and off, a well-needed rain. We really needed it. Let me tell you what I've been working on, catch up with things. Kind of got a really good notification in my email that me and my grandson and my granddaughter have been accepted to do reenacting down in the town of Lynchburg at Old City Cemetery Saturday. So we did make it. However, I never seen the first email, so it was put out a week or so, or May. It was actually put out the beginning of May, and I never seen the notice till last week. However, I wrote him and I said, "Are we still on the list? I haven't heard from you." And he said, "Absolutely, you've been on the list since the beginning." I wish I would have known it since the beginning, but I pulled it together. I pulled it together in the last couple days. As far as getting a mourning outfit together for me, and that means a mourning procession, which is a funeral procession. Let me read this to you real good. Civil War, I had to put 3 impressions, they call them impressions now, together of the 3 people we're portraying. So we are portraying impressions. It's a volunteer thing. We are part of the cast. 20 other women, or 19 other women, and myself are mourners. And this is for the Civil War. The year is 1863. It is Stonewall Jackson's funeral procession through Lynchburg, Virginia. I think I might have told you a little bit of this on a couple episodes ago about applying and not hearing anything, and on I went. You know what I mean? What are you going to do? However, I am thrilled to say that I pulled it together. My garb had to be modified, which meant I had to pull off the pretty lace that was on it, but it was worth it to me. I mean, how often do you get to be in a Civil War documentary? The documentary is called Lynchburg at War. Stonewall Jackson's body was brought to Lynchburg by train and transferred to probably a wagon or some sort. We'll see when we do this reenactment. And then brought up to the James River, and him and another officer were put on that bateau and towed up through the locks with mules. So I'm going to say, from what I could tell, on the other side of Monacan Park, there's train tracks that run up there. I think it's the coal trains. And the train tracks that are there now, I'm under the impression that was the old mule, I'm going to not say mule, but maybe it was a mule or donkey track, a path to get up to the locks. To get that gentleman soldier to his final resting place. We're going to go here to what I have my grandbaby Leah in. Of course, you know I'm going to be a mourner. Leah is as a civilian preteen. I'm portraying her as being a little bit farm girly. You know, she's with me, and you know she's going to have her apron on and her hair plaited. I'll give her probably this undergarment to put under that shirt. I concocted a pinafore. A pinafore is 4 pins. They're not these pins, but usually straight pins, but I'm going to use these. And then here and here we keep her chest from getting food all over her shirt. Of course, the person that she's going to portray or give the impression for isn't preteen going, to a funeral without having funeral garb. I don't think that's necessary. I did find the two lace capes, and I would have swore to you guys up and down I had a black one. I can't find it if I do, or I'm kind of wondering if I gave it to my niece because I love her so much. Here's Leah's purse. May not be period appropriate, but it sure is darn close. I don't know about the fabric. I'm not going to worry about the stains. I think the stains make everything look more authentic. My black one, so we can carry water, and I have to hide my glasses because they're not period accurate. So I have to have something to put them in. Usually I'll go down my, I have to wear a bodice, which I haven't worn in a really, really long time. And in case anybody sees my legs, for some reason, I feel now that I have to make a pair of pantaloons. Because, you just don't know if they're going to have us walking or what they're going to do. Trying to be as period accurate as possible with the stuff that I have collected through the years. Here's what's going to go underneath my bodice. I have the black silk skirt that's going to go over the hoop. I have another over skirt that I might put over it, but I didn't like the looks of it, so I don't know. I will bring it in case the fashion police don't like what I'm wearing. They did say prepared to go through the costume line. They're checking out your costumes, make sure that or your garb, I'll call it garb, make sure that you're as period accurate as possible. And this is my feeling. I'm not one of their actresses to go to one of the, have a clothing person make these period accurate clothes for me. I'm a volunteer, and I'm giving it my best shot with what I have. So I think it's really cool. Through the years, I just have this old, we're going to call it early attic taste, old affinity for fabric. Again, we'll touch base going back to you guys saying when I go shopping. I really like to feel the fabric. So it has paid off. Here's the hard part. I was right in the middle of still trying to get my Barbie / craft room back together. So a couple days ago, I had let you know that I was outside cutting a piece of old flooring display wood. So here's what's happened. As I had to dig through the closet for the garb that I keep in there. I have different garb. I love clothing. I'm a fashionista, clothing-aholic, but I try to keep my passions under control unless it's for old-looking stuff. Then I love it. Anyway, the spooky stuff from Halloween had to come out of the closet because we were digging through the closet. So when in one of the videos I told you guys that I came across the Lamborghini. Well, it wasn't a Lamborghini, it was a Ferrari. And it was at Goodwill. And I said, well, if I go back on my go-rounds, when I go around Wednesday and do my stops and take care of business and all this kind of stuff, I'll go back to Goodwill and see if it's still there. And if it's still there, I'm going to grab it. So guess what was still there, and guess what I had to buy? I bought the Ferrari. I don't know how to get it so you can see it better, but the Ferrari was filthy. Well, I cleaned it up real good, and it did clean up nice. I glued back on the pinstripes that were peeling off, and then I took, I know I'm going to get in trouble for this, a black magic marker and detailed out the back part of the vehicle. It was actually the back corner panels that were damaged so bad. So the kids were really, really playing with this. And they're the toys that I love. They have been loved. Glued everything back in place that I had. and ordered the replacement wheel through eBay. Cool beans. Let's touch base on the top. I think the top of this table turned out really well. That's what I was cutting outside that day, telling you as part of a display that I cut down from a place I used to work. Now I'm going to go down and show you the garage. Barbie's got her garage built now. This has nothing to do with the Civil War reenacting. And I do want to know if I could sneak. I don't want to be disrespectful to anybody, but Barbie to the reenactment. We won't be able to have any cameras during the time. I've asked John and Kate to join us since I will have a lot of clothing on to do this, and I think it's supposed to get warm Saturday, so that's why I'm going to be dressing in layers. When I'm not needed, I will be stripping off layers of clothes and trying to keep hydrated. Anyway, back to I'm going to scan back across the room and show you real quick because it's all part of this. These wheels, I had 8 wheels, 4 larger, and that's what you're looking at right now, and 4 smaller. Now, of course, I ran all over the place looking for wheels to put on my Barbie garage in town, in both towns, the town of Amherst and the town of Madison Heights, looking for wheels. Well, guess what? Nobody has wheels anymore. Here's my gripe. You gotta order them, and then you gotta wait, and then they arrive 2 weeks after the project, and blah, blah, blah. However, in my Barbie houses, the wheels were on the Barbie house, and the smaller set is now on the Barbie garage. So this puppy once I get her rolling, will roll out for me. And that's exactly what I wanted it to do. I wanted it to roll out. I wanted my futon to be able to be pulled out in case I ever get any company who would like to stay Renee here. Beside my grandson. I don't need to pull the couch off for him. But anyway, that's where I'm at. The table is done. I went to Walmart and got this really cool looking fabric. Will be on the top of this. But look, it's all full of garb stuff, which I'm happy to say. I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled I can pull this off. I'm thrilled that my grandchildren can experience this. And I'm totally blessed. I still can't find my jewelry for this event because it's costume jewelry and it's packed away. But I will. I hope you guys are being as blessed as I am. Look for me when this film's done. I'll keep you in touch of it and where it's going, step by step. But today I'm going to try to put all the garb out of the way, pull the couch out, pull the garage out, and put the curtain rods up and hang my curtains. That just makes me feel like I can keep putting this room back together. So, please like and subscribe. Again, my goal is to get my 1,000 people and be an influencer with you guys to say, look, get out there and keep on keeping on. And you never know what's in your closet. Peace out.